everyone's terrified of space. And yeah, space will kill you. Instantly. No oxygen, radiation everywhere. Your blood would literally boil. But here's the thing. Space doesn't do anything to you. The ocean is trying. Look, I'm not saying space is safe. Space is a nightmare. But we romanticized it. We've got SpaceX launches, Mars rovers, billionaires playing astronaut. Meanwhile, the ocean, which covers 70% of this planet, sits there, waiting, crushing things, being full of creatures, and we've seen less than 0.001% of it. So today, I'm going to walk you through why the deep ocean is objectively, scientifically, horrifyingly more hostile than space. Not because it kills you faster, both kill you instantly, but because the ocean is actively working against you in ways space just isn't. Stick around. This gets dark, literally. Let's start with the obvious thing, pressure. Space is a vacuum. That means there's no pressure. Your body wants to push outward, but you're not going to explode like in the movies. You'd pass out in about 15 seconds, dead in a minute or two. Not great, but it's a passive death. The ocean is aggressive. Every 10 meters you go down, you add 1 atmosphere of pressure. That's 14.7 pounds per square inch. The average ocean depth is about 3,688 meters. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench Challenger Deep, the deepest point we know you're at, 10,935 meters. That's 1,080 atmospheres of pressure. Or if you prefer nightmare units, 8 tons per square inch. Your body doesn't slowly compress. It doesn't give you time to think about your life choices. You implode milliseconds. Every air cavity in your body collapses simultaneously. Your skull, your lungs, your sinuses gone. And here's the engineering nightmare. In space, you just need to hold air in. Spacecraft can have thin walls. They can even leak a little, and you'll have time to patch it. In the ocean, you're fighting pressure pushing inward. Any weak point, any tiny flaw, and the whole structure crumples like a soda can. Remember the Titan submersible in 2023? Instant, catastrophic implosion. Space removes support. The ocean applies force. Big difference. Okay, so the ocean's crushing you, fine. At least you can see, right? Nope, sunlight penetrates the ocean to about 200 meters. Below that, Twilight zone, no photosynthesis, just fading light. Below 1,000 meters, permanent darkness. And here's the thing people don't realize. The dark zone, that's 90% of the ocean's volume. Most of Earth's largest habitat is a place where the sun has literally never reached. Now, space is dark too. But in space, you got stars, you got the sun, you have reference points, you can orient yourself. In the ocean, there's no horizon, no scale, no sense of up or down once you lose the surface, just black. Except, sometimes, there's light, and that's when it gets weird. Because in the deep ocean, if you see light, it's not the sun, it's something alive. Studies show that about 76% of deep-sea organisms can produce their own light, bioluminescence, and they're not doing it to be helpful. They're doing it to hunt you, or fuck with you, or both. Anglerfish dangle glowing lures to trick prey. Certain squid flash lights to blind predators. Some fish use counter-illumination to camouflage themselves against the faint light from above so you can't see them coming. Light in the deep ocean is a weapon. Space, sterile. No life, no predators, no teeth. The ocean. There are an estimated 2.2 million marine species, most of which we haven't even described yet. The most abundant vertebrate on Earth? It's not humans, it's not rats. It's a fish called cyclothone, a bristmouth. You've probably never heard of it. And it lives in the deep sea, in the dark, with teeth. Space is empty, the ocean is full, and is full of things that have evolved specifically to survive in a place that would kill you instantly. Okay, quick recap, because this is getting wild. The ocean crushes you with 8 tons per square inch, is permanently dark below 1,000 meters, is full of creatures that glow at you. But here's the part that actually freaks me out the most. We've barely seen it. In 2017, only 6% of the ocean floor was mapped to modern standards. By 2025, we got that up to 27%, meaning over 70% of the ocean floor is unmapped. And visually, as in actually seen by human eyes, during 0.01%, less than 1,000th of a percent, we have higher resolution maps of Mars. We have billions of data points on the moon, but the floor of our own planet? Basically untouched. So what is down there? Here's another nightmare. If something goes wrong in space A, that you can call for help. Radio works. You got continuous telemetry. Rescue vehicles, lifeboats attached to the station. In the ocean, radio doesn't work underwater. You have to use acoustics, sound waves, which are slow, high latency, low bandwidth, distortion everywhere. A signal 1.5 kilometers away, 2-second round trip. Enjoy abscess, forget it. Doesn't penetrate water. You navigate with acoustic transponders, inertial systems, and hope. If you're in low Earth orbit and something fails, there's a chance. If you're at the bottom of the ocean and your pressure vessel fails, that's it. There is no rescue capability at depth. The Titan submersible proved that. Pressure hull fails, you have milliseconds. No time to send a distress signal. No time for help to arrive. Failure is final. So with all of this, the pressure, the darkness, the creatures, the fact that we've barely explored it, you'd think we'd be dumping money into ocean research, right? Nope. NASA's 2024 budget, $25 billion. NOAA's 2024 budget the agency responsible for ocean exploration, $6 billion. And ocean exploration is a fraction of that. We spend more money taking pictures of Mars, a dead planet 140 million miles away, than we do exploring the largest ecosystem on Earth. And I think that's part of why the ocean feels scarier. We've chosen to look away. Space represents hope, the future, expansion, the final frontier. The ocean represents the unknown we're standing on top of. It's a thing we can't romanticize because it's here, and it's full of things we don't understand and maybe don't want to. There's a term for it, Thalassophobia, fear of deep, dark water. And it's common, way more common than fear of space. Because evolutionarily, we're not built for the ocean. On land, we're apex predators. We can see threats coming. We understand up and down. In the ocean, you're not in control. You can't see. You can't orient yourself. You're slow. You're vulnerable. And you know on some primal level that there are things down there that are bigger, faster, and better adapted than you. Space is scary because it's alien. The ocean is scary because it's familiar and hostile anyway. We evolved next to it. We've always known it's there, and we've always been afraid of it. So here's the thing. Space will kill you. Absolutely. No question. But space is passive. It's the absence of things. Absence of air. Absence of pressure. Absence of life. The ocean is active. It crushes. It corrodes. It hides. It hunts. It's dark. Not because there's no light source, but because light can't reach it. It's deadly not because it's empty, but because it's full. And the scariest part, we've barely looked. Most of the ocean floor has never been seen by human eyes. We don't know what's down there. We just know it survived in conditions that would obliterate us. Space is scary because it's unknown. The ocean is scarier because it's unknowable, and it's right here. So yeah, that's why I think the ocean is scarier than space. Not because it kills you faster, it doesn't, but because it's hostile in ways we're not built to process. And we basically decided not to look. If you made it this far, congrats. You're now afraid of the ocean. You're welcome. Drop a comment and tell me which you think is scarier, or tell me I'm wrong and space is worse. I want to hear it. Hit subscribe if you want more existential dread disguised as science content. I'll see you next time, and maybe stay out of the water.